How strong is the CSA region heading into PMGC 2025? Let's have a look. So this is the third episode of the series. The first two episodes were on Europe and America. You can check those out too. These are short breakdowns of the top teams from every major region participating in PMGC. I'm briefly covering their rosters, playstyles, strengths, and weaknesses, so you can get a clear idea of how strong each region truly is going into the tournament. For this video, we are focusing on CSA. The teams representing this region are Virtus Pro, Alpha Gaming, Mad Bulls, Inner Circle, Arc Red, and GOAT Team. And in my opinion, the top contenders for this region are Virtus Pro, Alpha Gaming, and Inner Circle. So let's break them down one by one. Starting off with Virtus Pro, their roster features Milky Way as the IGL, along with Aragon, Malloy, Boston, and Furia. They secured their spot in the PMGC gauntlet after an incredible PMSL performance, finally ending Doc's streak and lifting the trophy for the very first time. Now this will be their first global tournament of 2025. Back in spring, they were extremely close to qualifying for the World Cup, just 7 points short of the top 3. They finished PMSL spring in the 5th place. But this time, they went all in, dethroned Doc and his team, claimed the trophy, and earned their ticket to PMGC. Now talking about their players, quite a few of them already have global experience from previous teams. Milky Way, Malloy, and Furia, all of them have played PMGC before, so lack of experience is absolutely not a concern for the squad. Now, coming to their playstyle, Virtus Pro was easily one of the most fun team to watch in PMSL. Their primary drop is Milta Power, and if uncontested, they run a massive Milta Power plus Lipovka split. If the first circle is close, they rotate early to secure a central position, and if the zone pulls far, they rotate late and play edge or center depending on what's more favorable. And yes, they prefer clockwise rotations. Now gunpower wise, this team is insanely strong. They take full advantage of the space they control, and that's exactly why they dominate their fights. So overall, if anyone thinks Virtus Pro's PMSL win was a fluke, no, it wasn't. This team is genuinely dangerous and absolutely one to keep an eye on heading into PMGC. Next up, we have Alpha Gaming, one of the fan favorites and easily one of the strongest contenders heading into PMGC. Their current roster includes Doc as the IGL, joined by Top, Zeol, Reefus, East, and Baron. They secured their PMGC gauntlet slot with a 2nd place finish in PMSL, which honestly was surprising considering their overall dominance. Now, 2025 has been insane for this squad. The year did start on a disappointing note when they were still playing under 4 medical vibes, especially with the addition of Top and Zeol. Expectations were sky high for PMGO, but it ended with a disappointing 13th place finish. Soon after, the entire roster was picked up by Alpha Gaming, and that's when everything changed. Their debut with the org started with a statement, a 1st place finish in PMSL spring, absolutely dominating the lobby and securing their World Cup slot. At this point, the synergy between the 3 MVPs looked unreal, and they proved it even further by qualifying directly for the PMWC Grand Finals from the group stage and then finishing 3rd in the Grand Finals with yet another world-class performance. And to top it off, a 2nd place finish in PMSL Fall sent them straight into the gauntlet for PMGC. Now coming to the players, like I said, 3 MVPs in one roster: Doc, Top, and Zeol. Doc has been farming MVP titles in global events like it's nothing. Top and Zeol are 2 of the most iconic and dominant OGs in PUBG Mobile Esports. And recently, Reefus has stepped up as well with his fragging power, pushing this team into an even scarier tier. Now as for the playstyle, everyone knows what this team is about. When it comes to pure aggression, high elimination games, and mentally breaking opponents, Alpha Gaming is unmatched. Their playstyle is dynamic. They adjust based on momentum and whatever the situation demands. They never hesitate when it comes to taking fights. The only weakness they had was Doc overcommitting too often, which hurt them badly in PMGO. But that issue is gone now. Doc now plays with far more composure and IGL awareness, and that change has made this roster almost flawless. So heading into PMGC, Alpha Gaming is without a doubt one of the biggest monsters in the entire tournament. And finally, we have Inner Circle. Their roster includes IQ as the IGL, with Noki, Falak, T24, and Kaido. They qualified for the PMGC group stage through Pakistan points. Now 2025 has been their best year so far. A 3rd place finish in PMSL Spring followed by a 7th place finish in PMWC. Playing as 4 Thrives without a sponsor, they dominated the group stage and finished 2nd, directly entering the Grand Finals. Yes, their PMSL 4 performance wasn't the greatest, but let's be real, they already had their group stage slot secured in. And this time, things are completely different for them. Back in PMGC 2024, when they played as I8, seeing them in the top 3 of the group stage felt almost unreal. But now, their gameplay, experience, and mindset have all leveled up massively. So going into PMGC 2025, they enter the group stage as one of the strongest contenders, and a direct qualification to the grand finals this time looks very possible. Now talking about their playstyle, Inner Circle isn't a typical central zone team. They don't always push for central positions, even when the zone is close. A lot of times, they prefer controlling the edge because it helps them balance placements with eliminations. This team likes staying active instead of sitting in the center waiting for the fights to come to them. Whether it's fighting, rotations, scouting, or clearing areas, Inner Circle always stay busy. And that's what makes their gameplay exciting. Their fingers are always moving, and when they take fights, it's always hot. So overall, Inner Circle is definitely one of the strongest teams heading into PMGC 2025.